For our final game preview of the year, we turn to the greatest Bengal of all time, Anthony Munoz. And Anthony, unfortunately, the Bengals cannot go to the playoffs this year at 8-8. What do you think they're playing for against Cleveland on Sunday?
Well, let's put it this way. Interstate rivalry, pride, just to have a positive feeling in your mouth when you head into the offseason to get ready.
There have been positives this year, and one of the biggest is that they know definitively that they have a good backup quarterback in Jake Browning. What did he show you in the last month and a half?
Well, I think competitiveness, he wasn't rattled, and I like that with the young guy. When you come in and you know you're filling in some big shoes and you just aren't rattled, I was happy to see that.
So many things have to go right for a team to win a Super Bowl, and for this season for the Bengals, the adversity started on day 2 of training camp when Joe Burrow strained his calf. How difficult is that for a professional football player when you're riding that roller coaster all season long?
I think it makes it even more difficult when it's the most important player on your team. Even though you knew he was going to be back, you just hate to see that at the beginning of the season. It was sad to see it, and all of a sudden you see him coming on and things are getting better, and then you see the thing with the wrist. So, it's one of those things. You talk about the last game of the season. Let's wipe that out. Let's rehab, and let's get back healthy and get rolling for 2024.
As we take stock of this season and look ahead to 2024, what are some areas that you would like to prioritize for this team to reach its potential going forward?
It's an area that was overhauled. I think we still need to continue to work on that offensive line. And for me, it's more consistency. I think we have individuals that are capable of doing it, but I'd have to say that's probably one of the areas that I would love to see more consistency and come along with is, let's keep throwing the football. But when it's time to run the football, let's be physical and make the defense pay for it.
Let me follow up on that big left tackle, Orlando Brown Jr., because you two had a memorable Zoom chat prior to the season, and I know he considers it an honor to play your former position. What did you think of Orlando in his first year in a Bengals uniform?
I enjoyed watching him. And I always look, and I love to give all the positives. So I love watching. If there's just one area where I would say, again, as an offensive line, is just pad level a little lower for big. He's a big man, and I understand when you're 6'8", it's tougher to get low compared to a guy that's 6'3", 6'4", 6'5". I enjoyed watching him. I thought the enthusiasm he played with was contagious. I love what we have up front. It's just, again, I can't say it enough. The word that's stuck in my mind right now is consistency. Not overhaul the whole thing, but just getting a little more consistent.
You've got your Hall of Fame sweatshirt on. Bengals fans are thrilled this past offseason when Ken Riley joined you in Canton. Now Willie Anderson is a semifinalist for the 3rd year in a row. What do you think of Big Willie's chances of becoming a Hall of Famer?
I'm praying for more Bengal stripes. Willie Anderson, Kenny Anderson. One of the first things I did, I got my Kenny Riley hat. I got my Kenny Riley shirt. I want to get my 71 jersey. I want to get my 14. But I think he's got an excellent chance of going in. I look at the list, the career he had. I think he has an excellent chance. So maybe we have another bus or two driving up to Canton in August this summer.
Last thing for Anthony Munoz. Last year, Joe Burrow famously said, "The Super Bowl window is my entire career." And now he's signed with the Bengals through 2029 at least, hopefully many years beyond that. In your mind, do they go right back to being one of the top Super Bowl contenders next year when Joe's healthy?
I think so. I really believe they're very talented, and I think that they still are one of the contenders. I think he comes back healthy, they get rolling, things go well in the offseason. I can't believe that they wouldn't be.
Always great to pick your brain. Happy New Year. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Dan, always a pleasure to be with you. Happy New Year. And August will come quickly.